Welcome back to Steve's Guitar. So this is a precursor video really. I'm going to make a quick series on Sultans of Swing. So I'm going to do my original sort of busking arrangement and the one that I used to gig later on. Actually there's 3 versions of it, so I might do all 3. Before I start all that, I thought I'd just tell you the story of how Sultans of Swing took me from being an occasional busker to a full-time gigging musician. Put this guitar away and I'll tell you all about it. So I've been playing this particular song for decades now, longer than I care to remember. It all started around about the early to mid 1980s, and I used to busk occasionally, and this was one of the songs that I used to be asked for, so I thought, well, I better learn to play it. This is in the day, no internet, no mobile phones, no loops, no backing tracks, just a guitar, quite a rough homemade amp, and I used to listen to things on the radio, on my cassette player, and try and work them out. And I put together a pretty good Sultans of Swing busker version, and it went down really well. Where I used to busk was at the top of the high street, outside the freezer shop, which at the time was called B-Jams. Now they're called Iceland, but it's the same people. And I had a slight alcove there, and it allowed the pavement to be a bit wider, so I didn't cause an obstruction. So it was quite a good little spot. Also, there was another alcove within that, which I used to stand in if it was windy or rainy. It did smell a bit pissy, and to be honest, I think people probably thought it was me. So that might be why I picked up a few quid, sympathy. Anyway, I was doing that, and I had some friends who were in bands, and one of them said, look, we've lost someone. Do you want to come and try out? We need someone for a gig in a week or so's time. So I went along. The guy I knew, Rob, that wasn't his name, but I called him Rob, and his brother tried out, and they said, no, you're just not good enough. You're not, not what we want. So I thought, fair enough. Can't win them all. Didn't think any more about it. Another friend of mine, a guy that I'm going to call Tony, got that gig and went off and enjoyed himself for a little while with them. Anyway, one afternoon I was doing my Sultans of Swing thing. I pulled in quite a good crowd, and I probably made about £3.50, which was good for me. I'm quite happy with that. And in amongst the crowd was Tony. And as everyone dispersed, I was packing up. And he said, that was really good, mate. I didn't know you could play like that. I said, well, yeah, that's what I can play like. What have you been told then? He said, well, Rob told me you were useless. I said, oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway, they were playing at my local pub that weekend, which was like 2 days away. So I said, come down and see us. So I trotted down there, walked into the bar, saw the guys, gave Tony a wave. As I approached the bar, Rob said over the microphone, everyone's been asking for Sultans of Swing. There's a bloke here who thinks he can play it. Come on, Steve, show us what you can do. I just looked and I thought, there's about 30 people in the pub. It could either be the most embarrassing day of my life,